What's up guys, Patterson here, and today's FIFA 17 video we're going to be looking at this week's FUT Champions requirements. So it currently stands as you've got to have 16 Premier League players, so that's including the bench. You've got to have Premier League players, no bringing on super subs. So the first thing, I've got exactly 3 teams to show you that you could use. The first one's mid-range. I would say it's mid-range squad, probably not going to, by this point of FIFA, people has got good teams, so I would assume everyone could probably afford this unless you've just started, which I have a solution for that as well. So we've got Martial, Kante, Smalling, Bailly, are basically the expensive players in this squad. The other players are decent enough. They would see you through to at least goals free, I would say, even higher, some of them. But Klein's a good right back, Butland, so we'll get into the next one, yeah. This is a cheaper squad. You got Ashley Williams, Mustafi, Darmian. You got the cheap up front, it's probably around 3k. Altogether that's 10 to 30k. I think that squad's worth it. I think you would easily get in a goal free with this if you're a confident player. I would say it's a decent enough for the requirement if you've got a Calcio squad or something like that. It's quite high overall players as well with the centre backs and goalkeeper. So that team's quite cheap. It does the job. So next team is the team I'm probably going to go in the weekend league with. It's probably around 1 million coins. Problem with this is not many people have 1 million coins. Also, it's got that red Alonso, which unless you packed him in the monthly rewards, you won't be able to get him either. How's that player of the month, Dele Alli? It's centre mid. I think don't be so hard on yourself if you can't get him. I don't think he's worth over 200k, which I think it does go to him now. Since I done it first day it came out, the players got more expensive instantly. So I'm using Eriksen as striker. That's basically because he's everything apart from his pace and his strength. I think he's just a very good player. His attacking positioning's high as well, so he's always there for the rebounds. And it's striker, sometimes you either go for someone who can finish or someone who can pass the ball through. So I've went with someone who can pass the ball through the lanes. So defence is it's okay, I suppose. So yeah, we're getting to some games actually. Obviously the opponent here scored instantly. I don't know why I didn't show his team, but I think he just had Hazard and stuff like that. We can see Eriksen doing his job to make Mkhitaryan a nice finisher. So in this week's requirements, actually 16 Premier League players. I think a lot of people will go for Musa up front if they've got a Calcio squad. But also next week's requirements are a bit different as well. It's Liga Santander and the Bundesliga. So both of them are leagues which have amazing players in. It's not going to be hard to fit a squad around, I think. But not many people are using them leagues at the minute. I think that's why they've done it, apart from using Team of the Year players. So another thing is formation. I don't know if this week's going to be any different from last week, but formations last week in the weekend league, I've seen a lot of 4-3-3, 4-5, 6, 7, 8, whatever you want to call it, formation squads. And I think the meta of the game is changing. In one of my recent videos, I made a video on the meta of FIFA, which I think it is definitely changing, especially in the Premier League. It's kind of weird, this one. I don't think, since the majority of the game uses Premier League players, and anyway, I don't think they should have had a requirement for Premier League. I think it's it doesn't really make sense. I would say if you went Bundesliga or somewhere else, but I don't know, I don't get it really. I don't know why they just suddenly put requirements in, but I think it's since the months to qualify for regionals and stuff like that. I think they're trying to keep it interesting. But they're still working on packs, I see. There's not much new stuff coming in the game apart from packs, but that's what EA does, I suppose. So players you would probably want to buy if you're trying to trade, I would say Gray, Kante, Smalling, people like that. Because as soon as people actually realise this is going ahead, and I know a lot of times he has done it where they've put requirements in and then changed it. That's why I've just been using players in the club, or I use any weekend league. So I would say it's not really, it's Premier League. Most people have Premier League players in the club anyway. But to compete, you need them. You need the Theo Walcott, you need the Hazard, you need players like that really. Martial maybe. I think a lot of people will go for the Hazard left forward, Theo Walcott right forward. Now, I don't know who up front. That's the question. I went with Eriksen. I've seen a lot of people go with man of the match Son, actually. Which you'll see this weekend, you'll see him more than you ever will. He'll be in every team, basically. I think he's one of those players which are universal. He's got the weak foot, he's got the skills, he's got the pace, he's got the shooting. He's just, you would play him centre back and he would still do better than John Terry. Know what I mean? So he kind of plays where he wants. He does what he wants. He's a bit of a well-rounded card, I would say, but I don't. There's some cards that just wouldn't work in this weekend league, just because it's the requirements have changed. You don't want to be changing the way you play just to fit in one player. Stick to what you've been using. Look at Flaney there touching his hair. And another thing is, if you're trying to trade, just stick with players that are people are going to want. Don't go and buy Adnan, is his name Adnan? I can't remember, from West Ham, or Adrian, or Bina, something like that. Because players aren't going to want them. Stick to the mainstream players, I would say. Another thing is the Formation League, Premier League, stuff like that. It's just one weekend. If you don't even have that and you've full Calcio or something like that, I've seen a lot of people trying to sell the team to fit it and then buying another team, and then all you're doing there is losing coins. Try and either build a cheap team or build a team in the episode that's quite cheap here, or I would suggest trying to win more games or use your rewards to build a Premier League team for this weekend. Don't go selling your 9-goal and your man of the last year, man of the match, Salah. So that would be my advice on this weekend league. There's some squads in there, there's some stuff in there. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.